It is October 31st, which means it's time for the monthly update. Hey, it's Ben Price. Thanks again for joining me for another monthly update. This one for Tori's favorite month. It is October, which means it's spooky season. She loves that. She's very much in her element. So happy Halloween to Tori, of course, and everyone else if you're celebrating Halloween. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about all of the things that led up to this very day. Let's start at the beginning, as most good stories do. We finished a contract on the Valiant Lady in Miami and flew home on October 1st. So we disembarked a ship. I was finished with that contract, flew home. It was an easy flight home, really smooth, no issues on the way. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not, but this was a nice and easy one. I got home at around 10 o'clock. Tori picked me up at the airport, thank you to her. And then the next day, with very little sleep, a little bit of travel fatigue, she decides to get up early and take me hiking. And I'm so glad she did, because we went to a hike. I can't remember the name of the hike, but we went because it's larch season. And if you're not familiar with larch trees, they are an evergreen tree or a coniferous tree that changes color with the season. So they do turn yellow. They were gorgeous. I said I was going to do some research before I spoke about them any further, but I haven't done that. So if you know about large trees or you're interested in large trees, I think they're a coniferous tree. I did see cones, and they do have needles, but they change color, which is strange because I don't think a lot of coniferous trees do that, or evergreen trees do that. So if you want to look them up, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a magician, but I saw cool things. We had a great hike. It was probably one of my favorite hikes that we've ever done. The view at the top was amazing. The hike wasn't too hard. It was about an hour and a half one way, hour back down. We had a great time and went home. Next day, I visited my family. Now, Tori went to Red Deer, so that meant I didn't have access to a car. My dad drove to Calgary early in the morning, took me to Lethbridge to see my family, my grandma. The next day, my sister drove me back to Calgary. So it was a whirlwind trip home. I had a total of 4 days at home, and then I needed to be back on a plane. But I got to do a lot of really fun things within that time. Tori and I had, aside from the hike, we went to our favorite coffee shop, had a little cinnamon bun date in the morning. Tori went to work. I visited her there. Other things. I got one bike ride in, which was great. I thought my bike riding for the season was over, but had a great little fun time at home. Hopped on a plane and started another contract. So this time I was flying into Rome, and I was really excited about this because normally I've been to Rome before. Usually when I'm there, either I'm leaving or I have a show, I can't get off and go and do things. This time I was excited because they're flying me in. Normally you fly in the day before, stay at a hotel, and then make your way to the ship in the morning. My flight was getting in at 1 o'clock. I was gonna drop my bags off. I was gonna go to the Colosseum. I was gonna go to the Vatican. I was gonna do all of these fun things. Found out the day before I left that my flight actually gets in at 1 o'clock on the day I need to be on the ship. So landed at 1, grabbed an Uber, made my way to the ship. It's about a 90-minute trip from the airport to the port. When you dock in Rome, you're actually not docking in Rome, you're docking in, I'm going to butcher this, Civitavecchia. So you're about a 90-minute trip away from where you want to see things in Rome. So wasn't enough time to do anything or see anything fun, which was a little bit of a bummer, but I can't complain because I don't pay for the travel. I don't pay for any of that. It's just, I'm super lucky in that a lot of the time I get to explore some cool places as a side effect of the work that I'm doing. So didn't get to go to Rome, but there's always next time. This was a fun contract to start because not only was I seeing Andre again. Andre was a comedian that I met on my last contract when Tori was with me in Istanbul in Greece. I met Andre. He's a comedian from England. Very funny, super nice guy. We stayed in touch, and he was going to be on this sailing. So I met him. He was back on here. And then I met another comedian named Gareth. He's from Scotland. Side note, if you're interested, online or on the BBC website, Gareth had a new radio show that just came out called Human Watch, and it's kind of about weird things that people do in public or in certain spaces and different cultures and how they react to the spaces that they're in. It's very funny, really nice radio program. I think it's a 4-part series, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but check it out. Gareth's a super nice guy, very funny comedian. I got to hang out with both of them for a little while. Andre got off when we stopped in Barcelona, and Gareth got off when we stopped in Tenerife. So they are gone now, and then I obviously have made my way to Miami for the crossing. When we stopped in Tenerife, not only did Gareth leave, but Griffin and Jones, 2 magicians that I have been talking with for maybe 2 years now because they work a lot on Virgin. We never cross over. It just usually doesn't happen. They don't book 2 magicians at the same time. However, they got on in Tenerife. Because this is a crossing, a transatlantic, we have 10 days at sea, so they need to bring on more entertainment than they normally would have. A lot of magicians. I think 4 magicians are on board, 4 acts. Griffin and Jones, myself, and 2 others. This is nasty, but I'm blanking on their names right now, unfortunately. I've never met them before, but Griffin and Jones I've had a relationship with, so this is why I'm mentioning them. Got to see their show finally. Hilarious, such a good show, and this was an extra special one, I suppose, because they brought their Halloween show because it's Halloween season. So I got to see, not only did I get to see their show, I got to see a themed show, which was, I felt, extra special. So super nice to meet them. If you ever get the chance, check their show out, check out their things on land, and yeah, I can't say enough nice things about them. I did mention this was a crossing. Not only did we have 10 days at sea, but we got to stop in some really fun places. The crossing started when we reached Barcelona. So I joined in Rome, we hit a couple of ports and then stopped in Barcelona. People swapped over, and that's technically where the transatlantic started. So we got Barcelona, we got Valencia, we got Casablanca, we got Madeira. A lot of really fun places. Valencia was extra special. Barcelona was special because I got to go to the magic shops. Valencia magic shop, amazing. He was a super nice guy, showed us a little bit of an effect. Andre and I walked over there, showed us an effect. I bought a deck of cards from him. The Barcelona magic shop is the oldest magic shop in the world. I think I mentioned this a couple of months ago when I was in Barcelona. I stopped by for the first time I was able to go. So that was fun. I had a little lunch with Gareth in Barcelona as well, so that was nice. And then explored all these other ports before we finally had to leave land behind and have 10 days at sea, which is fun, but at the end, I think everyone on board just kind of has this feeling of, when is it over? When are we going to be able to touch land again? But it's been a great time. I had a lot of fun with, obviously, Griffin and Jones, stopping in the ports, and then performing shows over the crossing. It was a great bunch of people to perform for. I look forward to the next one, but I hope it's next year. No more crossings this year. I also forgot to mention, I was too sidetracked about Andre having been met before and then him introducing me to Gareth, but Philly, the DJ that I met when I first started on Virgin about 3 years ago, is also on board. So this is the first time we've crossed over since our last meeting 3 years ago. So it's been nice to spend time with her as well. Having some dinners with her. I saw Christine on the start of the crossing. Before we started the crossing, I guess she was on from Rome to Barcelona, and a lot of great people. That brings us to the end of the monthly update. I spent a lot of time at sea without any stops. Saw some cool places, and of course it is Halloween, and magicians love Halloween because, one, it's spooky, it's eerie, spirits and all of that, and this year, the 99th anniversary of Harry Houdini's passing. Next year, very special, the 100th anniversary. Not that we want to say it's special that someone died, but Houdini has this special relationship with death because of the way he spent his life debunking mediums and psychics and all of these supernatural phenomena. That said, that's a story for next year or another video altogether. But thank you for watching. I do have other vlogs out now, more Japan trip. I have other different types of vlogs coming out. So if you want to, subscribe, like the videos, comment on these videos so I know that I'm doing a good job and you like what I'm putting out there. I'm a performer. I need the validation. But until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you, if not before, at least at the end of November.